Welcome back. Pets, they really add something special to a family, and they really are good for you. They teach your kids responsibility and caring and sharing, and they help improve a family's health. That is why many of you really count your dog or your cat as one of your family. Author, blogger, mom extraordinaire, Laura Wells McKnight. She joins us this morning to tell us how to be good to our pets. And this is so perfect on Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Love it.
It's perfect for Valentine's Day.
There's a lot of R's when you say that too, right? Perfect. For the kitty cat lovers.
For the kitty cat lovers.
This is, as always, a fun way to get the family involved on a day that's really chock full of love.
Yes.
Your first tip is to have your kids cut out construction paper hearts, and then on each heart, what should they write?
Something that they can do to take care of a pet. So I tried this yesterday at my first grader's Valentine's party, and the kids loved it, and they wrote, I will feed the dog, I will walk the dog. One little kid raised his hand and said, I don't have a dog. I said, that's okay. Do you have stuffed animals? I said, if you do, how do you take care of the things that you love? But I think what it does is it begins to help kids learn to express love.
That's right.
And the kids don't lose that until they get a little bit older. But I think if kids can start practicing that, how do you express caring to an animal, it really does apply to human beings.
It's such an innocence that our kids have. This is the time to really just hone in on it and magnify it. And the things that kids say, I mean, it's really funny. Like, I love that my dog drinks water.
Yes, and they really, really do. And the dog appreciates the water also. But the needs are just so simple. It gets us back to what are the simple needs. We all want to go for a walk with a friend. We all want to have water and food. We all want love. Pets teach us the simple things in life.
And the acceptance, and it's like no matter how you look or how you feel or what your day, shaped up to be, the minute you come home, that pet thinks you are the greatest thing ever.
That's right. Runs to greet you no matter what.
And then does backflips with treats.
True. It doesn't care what you're wearing.
There you go.
So if you had a bad hair day, the dog doesn't care.
No, and if you have a treat, it's a whole different ballgame. Your next tip is to round up all the dogs and the cats in your house, whether they are real or whether they are stuffed animals.
Right.
Love this. And what should your child do?
I think it's fun for kids to begin to put personalities to things, and when you can round up all those stuffed animals, it's double duty, because of course you can clean out your stuffed animals at the same time. This is one of those ways to get kids to organize and get things clean and make it a game at the same time, and those are some of my favorite activities. So I did do this with my kids, and they had a great time describing all the animals, their names, what they needed.
I love some of the names that they come up with, because you think, what in the world? And some of these kids they get very historical with it. I mean, they pull from old names and famous presidents and celebrities. So again, another great way to get engaged on this day of love.
And often they remember where they got that animal. They remember that, this was from Gran, this was from Aunt Caroline. I remember when I got this. And so that reinforces the people in their lives that love them and that have given them gifts.
Yeah, my daughter has a daddy bear that her dad gave her.
Oh,
and he's a Marine, and that daddy bear goes everywhere, everywhere. And then I've even caught them reading to the dog. It's good to get story time. Dogs need
the dogs listen.
They do.
They listen.
Next is to make a paw print cake. Love this idea because everybody benefits from this. Look at this.
It's fun. I love the paw print cake. This is one of my kids' favorites, and it really is pretty easy because you can make any old cake you want. There's no secret to the recipe whatsoever. You can even go buy a cake, and on the top of that cake are fondant circles, so you can get fondant it sounds fancier than it does. It's like, you see how I'm looking sugar, so it's not complicated, but you roll it out with a rolling pin and you just take a circle cookie cutter. And you can make paws, and you could do this with cookies too, but kids really like making paw prints out of these cookie cutters, and then you can decorate the cake. But I think going along with making that cake and decorating that cake is to talk about things and learn about things. So we always try to talk about supporting an animal shelter, or what do these paw prints represent? Are there animals in our community that need help?
That's so, because love comes in different forms.
It does.
Whether you have kids, whether you have pets, or you're single, that love and acceptance means a lot. Billions of dollars are spent a year by pet owners.
$50 billion a year are spent by consumers on pet products and pet services. So it's a really big industry, and actually Kansas City has a significant portion of the market share in animal health. So Kansas Cityans really love their pets.
They
but
do.
We didn't need the statistics to tell us that.
No. Those, especially when you see a dog that's kind of husky or a cat, you mean they're really loved.
They're loved. They're loved. Maybe they're eating that cake.
Your tips always help us. And you have a book, too, that really just, it lets everybody say you don't have to be perfect.
You don't have to be perfect. I think there's so many ways to do good and to give back, and you can certainly give to charity, but you can do fun things in your own home with your children to teach them generosity, and it really doesn't have to be complicated. And it can be fun. I think it absolutely has to be fun. It has to be easy, because it has to be something that you enjoy doing as much as your children.
And really, it's all about the effort.
It's all about the effort, taking the time.
Love it. Yep. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day.
You too. And she's a mom of 5. I just have to mention that. That's how
all
great
girls.
she is. Oh, that's like a mom of 10. You can find a link to Laura on our website, kctv5.com. Just click on the Better KC tab.